A boy silently mouthed something to a biker in a parking lot, and seconds later, the rider blocked the only exit and changed his fate. The parking lot was loud and crowded. People moved like they always do on a Saturday, heads down, focused on their own shopping lists and carts. But in the middle of all that noise, a 7-year-old boy locked eyes with a biker and silently formed 3 words that changed everything. It started in a packed Walmart parking lot in Flagstaff, Arizona. Families were loading groceries, college kids were grabbing snacks, and tourists were stopping by before heading to the Grand Canyon. Nobody paid attention to anyone else. Ray Crusher Bennett, a retired Phoenix PD officer and president of the Granite Riders MC, was strapping groceries onto his Harley, irritated that his truck was in the shop when the worst happened. Across the lot, a woman pushed a cart toward a white SUV with California plates. She looked polished with her bleached blonde hair and designer sunglasses. However, the boy beside her didn't. His Pokemon shirt was too small. His shorts were too big, his socks didn't match, and his sneakers were worn thin. That alone wasn't a crime. But Ray had worked missing persons for 26 years. He knew the difference between messy and wrong. The boy's body was stiff. His eyes were wide and scanning, not wandering. He kept looking around like he was searching for something or someone. When the woman opened the trunk and began loading bags, the boy turned his head again. His gaze swept past Ray. Then it snapped back and held. 3 seconds. That's all it took. The boy mouthed the words slowly, carefully, exaggerating each shape so there would be no mistake. "She's not my mom," the boy said it again, lips moving without sound. "She's not my mom." Then the woman grabbed his shoulder hard and snapped, "Get in the car, Tyler." The kid obeyed, and Ray took action immediately. He swung onto his Harley, fired it up, and rode straight to the lot's only exit. Then he turned the bike sideways, killed the engine, and blocked the lane completely. The SUV rolled up and stopped. The driver's face shifted from annoyed to confused to calculating. She honked. Ray didn't move. She honked again, longer this time. Ray calmly lifted his phone where she could see it and dialed 911. He gave the location and described the situation to the authorities. On the other end, dispatch didn't waste time. Units were 2 minutes out. Ray kept his eyes on the SUV as it reversed hard and sped toward the far end of the lot, despite there being no second exit. But the woman decided to take matters into her own hands. The woman lurched the car forward, slammed over the curb, bounced across landscaping, and shot onto Route 66. Ray fired up his Harley and followed, catching up with her almost immediately. Within moments, 2 Flagstaff PD units fell in from side streets, with their lights flashing and their sirens ringing. The SUV was boxed in, police ahead, biker behind. It was over. The woman stepped out, hands raised, playing confused. "I'm just trying to get home with my son." But when an officer opened the back door and asked the boy his name, everything shifted. The boy was 7-year-old Tyler Mendes, who had been reported missing from San Diego 3 days earlier. The woman behind the wheel, Jennifer Kessler, was wanted in connection with his disappearance. Apparently, she had volunteered at his after-school program. She had told him his mother had been in an accident, she had kept him from calling home, and had been driving him across state lines, and she had almost made it. 4 hours later, at the police station, Tyler asked to see the man who blocked the exit and saved him. The little boy walked in wearing clean clothes provided by advocates, hair combed, face scrubbed, but his eyes still carried those 3 days. Tyler explained he'd mouthed those words to 6 people before Ray. 6 strangers who looked away or didn't understand, except Ray. When Tyler's parents arrived from San Diego, they thanked Ray the only way parents can, through tears and shaking hands. The story didn't end there. The Granite Riders MC started the Eyes Open initiative, teaching communities how to recognize signs of abduction and distress. Over the next 5 years, members intervened in 3 more dangerous situations. Each one stopped because someone paid attention. Years later, Tyler came back at 16 wearing a shirt he designed himself, with the words boldly written, "She's not my mom."